Welcome to Literature Lullabies. If you love epic tales, timeless romance, and stories that echo through history, you're in the right place. Tonight, we unravel a story of love, war, and betrayal, one that shaped an empire and left behind a legend. Before we dive in, make sure to like, subscribe, and hit the bell icon so you never miss another bedtime classic. Antony and Cleopatra, a tale of passion, power, and betrayal. Rome's mighty general Mark Antony falls hopelessly in love with the enchanting Egyptian queen Cleopatra. But as Rome calls him back to duty, he is torn between love and loyalty. In a world of war, deception, and fate, their fiery romance leads to one of the most tragic ends in history. Antony and Cleopatra, the love that shook an empire. Soft, hypnotic flute music plays. The distant sound of waves lapping against the shore. A warm Egyptian breeze sweeps through the golden halls of Alexandria, carrying the scent of myrrh and jasmine. The world is at war. Rome, the iron-fisted empire of order and discipline, stands firm, its legions marching in perfect unison. But in the east, where the Nile flows and the desert sands whisper secrets to the stars, another kind of power reigns. A power not of armies, but of allure, of wit, of seduction. And at the heart of it all, a queen whose name would echo through history. Cleopatra. She is no mere ruler. She is a goddess in mortal form, a woman of brilliance, strategy, and unrelenting passion. And when the greatest Roman general of his time, Mark Antony, steps into her world, he is not just walking into a palace, he is stepping into a legend. This is their story. A story of love, of betrayal, and of two souls too wild to be caged by history. Act 1, the meeting that changed everything. The music shifts to an enchanting melody, golden torches flicker as a grand ship sails down the Nile. Mark Antony. A warrior. A conqueror. A man who has never lost a battle. Yet as he watches Cleopatra's royal barge glide across the river, something stirs within him. This is no ordinary queen. Her ship is a floating masterpiece, the sails dyed deep purple, the color of gods and emperors. The air is rich with perfume, sweet and intoxicating. Musicians play harps and flutes, their melodies weaving spells in the warm Egyptian night. And then he sees her. Cleopatra, draped in gold and pearls, reclining on silk cushions as if she is the very goddess of love herself. She does not bow to him. She does not greet him as an equal. No. She lets him come to her. She lets Rome's greatest general chase her. Antony laughs. He is a soldier, not a lovesick fool. But Cleopatra? She only smiles because she knows something he doesn't. He is already hers. The music shifts, lighter, playful, full of whispered promises and danger. Overnights drenched in wine and poetry, Antony loses himself in her world. Egypt is nothing like Rome. Here, he is not just a commander. He is a man. For the first time in years, he is truly alive. But across the sea, in Rome, his absence is noticed. And it is not forgotten. Act 2, the price of passion. The music darkens, the drumbeat of marching Roman soldiers echoing in the background. While Antony basks in the golden glow of Cleopatra's love, Rome watches. And Rome waits. His fellow ruler, Octavius Caesar, is not amused. Rome is an empire built on discipline, on duty, on power. And what is Antony doing? Drinking wine and whispering poetry into the ear of an Egyptian queen. A scandal. A disgrace. A weakness. To repair the damage, Antony is forced into a loveless marriage with Octavius's sister Octavia. It is a political move. A statement. A warning. To Cleopatra. To Egypt. To the world. But Cleopatra is not a woman who waits. She does not beg. She does not plead. Instead, she draws Antony back to her, not with words, but with power. And once again, he chooses her. Not Rome. Not his wife. Not his duty. Her. The music swells, the sound of an approaching storm. And for that choice, Rome declares war. Act 3, The Fall of a Titan. The sound of war drums. The clash of swords. The roaring of waves as two armies prepare for battle. The year is 31 BC. The stage is set. On one side, Rome, its legions standing strong under the banner of Octavius Caesar. On the other, Antony and Cleopatra, their ships ready, their love now tested by war. And then, betrayal. In the heat of battle, Cleopatra's fleet suddenly turns and retreats. Fear grips her heart. She flees. And Antony? He does the unthinkable. He follows her. His soldiers watch in horror as their great leader abandons them on the battlefield, chasing the woman who stole his soul. And with that moment, Rome wins. The music shifts, darker, slower, the weight of fate pressing down. Act 4, Death, Destiny, and the End of an Empire. Soft, mournful flute music. A cold silence. A man at the edge of ruin. Antony is broken. Defeated. Abandoned by the world he once ruled. And then comes the final blow. A message. Cleopatra, his love, his queen, is dead. Or so he is told. His world shatters. His soul collapses. He falls on his own sword, desperate to join her in death. As he lays dying, he hears the truth. She is alive. And now, the final tragedy unfolds. Cleopatra, upon seeing her lover's lifeless body, chooses her own fate. She refuses to be paraded through Rome as a prisoner, a trophy. She summons a small deadly asp, a snake hidden in a basket of figs. And with the softest sigh, she allows it to bite her. She dies a queen. Unconquered. Unbroken. And forever immortal in legend. The music fades, leaving only the sound of the wind whispering across the desert. The love that destroyed and immortalized. Shakespeare's Antony and Cleopatra is not just a love story, it is a monument to human passion and its consequences. Cleopatra is not merely a temptress. She is a queen, a strategist, a ruler who wields her power like a sword. Antony is not merely a fool in love. He is a warrior who chose desire over duty, love over loyalty, and in doing so, sealed his fate. Rome and Egypt are not just settings, they are opposing worlds, locked in an eternal struggle. Duty versus passion. Order versus chaos. And in the end, neither wins. But the true victory? Their names live on. Their love, their tragedy, their choices, etched into history itself. If this story captivated you, like, share, and subscribe to Literature Lullabies for more legendary tales told like never before. What do you think? Did Antony fail as a leader, or did he succeed in choosing love? Drop your thoughts in the comments. And don't forget, turn on notifications. Because every night, a new story awaits. Sleep well, and dream of ancient legends.